my channel. My name is Rex Chuck. Today is Monday, January 20th, 2025. In 1970, Prime Minister Eric Williams had a lot on his plate. Not only was there Black Power uprising threatening his administration, but that pesky editor of the weekly bomb newspaper, Chocolingo, also known as Choco, incessantly exposed corruption by members of his party. He needed an insider at the Cura-based weekly who could keep him apprised of breaking stories. Someone suggested that young PNMite Ashton Ford, who was studying to be a reporter, would be an ideal candidate to infiltrate the paper. Like any brash youngster, eager to prove himself to the Prime Minister, Ashton willingly accepted the challenge. Choco took Ashton on as a trainee reporter, and while Ashton was enthusiastic enough, he lacked the basic interrogative skills, intellectual ability to answer probing questions, and educational background necessary to be a top-notch journalist. Choco eventually fired him because others complained he was always hanging around Dawn, an office worker at the bomb, instead of doing his job. But Dawn was incensed with her father's decision to fire Ashton, and she walked out with Ashton and never spoke to her father again. Dawn and Ashton got married, but with both jobless, Dawn was financially supported by her mother, who could not bear to see her daughter struggling. Choco, however, knew of the arrangement and secretly provided money for Dawn and Ashton. But Dawn's resentment towards her father grew over the years. Despite the cars he bought her and the house in the area he paid for, but Ashton was not as vindictive as his wife. To him, he had achieved his goal of marrying into the Chocolingo family. He would forever be seen as a Chocolingo insider. His job as a PNM spy was fait accompli. Because of the financial aid her mother provided, over the years, Dawn acquired a taste for the good life with money her dad provided when he was alive. Now that he's gone, her mother could not keep her in the style which she was accustomed. No, Ashton could not also on his meager PNM General Secretary salary stipend because the PNM was in the opposition. So when Dawn asked Ashton to cover up Mom's death, which an autopsy would reveal, he had her body surreptitiously moved from the forensic center in St. James to Port of Spain General Hospital, where the autopsy results determined she died of natural causes. This is where it all goes south. After I made a police report to the St. Clair Police and the Police Complaints Authority, Ashton went to the Prime Minister for advice. The Honorable Prime Minister told Ashton to leave Trinidad, as so many other PNMites have done in the past when trouble came. The PNM closed ranks around Ashton and relocated him to Canada. A few years later, after his tracks had been decisively covered, or so he thought, Ashton was allowed back home and given the top job as CPEP's chairman. The PNM no longer wanted him anywhere near the party again, for a cloud had descended upon Ashton Ford for what he did to his mother-in-law. What's next? Will the noose tightening around his neck? Will the Honorable Rowley come clean or skip town and relocate to a more hospitable country? Maybe Canada? Only time will tell.